Hello everyone and welcome back to another math video. Today we're going to be talking about angle vocabulary, how to name angles, different parts of angles, all that good stuff. Just a reminder, this is the speedrun version where we go through it pretty quickly. If you'd like the normal version, I will link that in the description below. All right, so up on the screen, you have an angle with some letters and some arrows and dots. How would you name this angle, right? If I didn't tell you anything about angles, what name would you give to this angle? How would you try and name it? If you want to pause the video and think for a second, but I will go through some answers here in 3, 2, 1. So the way that you name this angle mathematically, you use a symbol, okay? So you draw this symbol, and the first name would be WXY. So starting from an outside point, going to the center, and then finishing on another outside. The second name that you could give it is just the reverse of the first one, so YXW, YXW. The last one is you can name an angle by its center letter. Okay, so we could call this angle X. And there's a special name for the center letter. This is also called the vertex, Okay, note that you cannot say WYX because the vertex must always be in the center. Okay? Always, always, always. Now for this one, it says look at the angle, and it says does X, so we're looking at this dot right here, does X lie in the interior or in the exterior of the angle? So I like to draw teeth on the angle, and we'll give it some eyeballs. And so the question is the X inside the mouth or outside the mouth? Well, it's outside the mouth, right? It's exterior. Exterior, outside the mouth. All right, here's our cool clock for today, which means that it's time for you to practice what you just learned. Go ahead and pause the video and try these two problems on your own. And when you're ready, you can unpause the video and we'll check your answers. Okay, now that you've had time to work these problems, let's check your solutions. Okay, for the first problem, here are the 3 ways to name the angle. And for the second problem, you should have said that it is neither, because it said, does T lie on the interior, exterior? Well, T is on the angle. All right, that's it for today. I hope you all have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.